Miles has learned a lot and has grown a lot in a lot of different areas. It's funny because I think all these guys, they come into it through the recruiting process and what they envision their freshman year to be. Very rarely does it play out that way. You know, I think nationally, very rarely does it play out the way they kind of pictured it in their mind. And I think that's good. I think it's a process for all of us. This is a very humbling profession, and you know, those guys being able to go through that where they were dominant high school prospects and high school players, and then they get here and, you know, they're basically at the bottom of the barrel and they got to fight their way back up, and that's a really important stage and process to go through from a maturity standpoint, from a growth standpoint. So, you know, I think Miles will be the first one to tell you he's a completely different player now than he was 2 years ago. And, you know, we think he's got a very, very bright future.
That year was basically just a good learning experience. Being fortunate enough to be one of the freshmen to come in and play and have a big role on the team, as I can say, as Coach Hope said, being a kick returner, but overall it was just a good learning experience.
Now, I didn't realize this. He said you had never really returned many kicks before. What was it like getting into that role?
Just learning. It was good to just start off from right there with Saquon taking, you know, most of the reps with running back, but
right.
Just getting used to the speed of the game was real good.
You had some ups and downs. How much did you draw out of that? How much of a learning experience was it that you could look back? Okay, this is what I did wrong. This is what I did right.
It's just growing up on the field. I know what it takes now. I'm used to the speed of the game. You know, like ball security is important. You know, and just having a role on the team, like, and sticking to that role and just doing the best you can do.
How much more comfortable are you now? We saw you at practice the other day, and it looked like things were. Yeah. It was like second nature to you.
Yeah, I'm much more comfortable right now.
Kickoff return, obviously Miles Sanders, you know, as a freshman last year, did a very good job for us. I expect him to be much improved. You know, you got to remember Miles Sanders is a great athlete, but Miles Sanders never returned kicks in high school. So every time he was back there, it was a new experience. I think he gained a lot from that experience. He feels more confident. He understands a little bit more. Obviously, he's gotten bigger, faster, stronger. That's going to help.